my best. Welcome back. What? Welcome back, everybody. And in this video, I'll be telling you all the extra things in the new Yeeps update. Like, for example, what makes the missile start homing, stuff like that. Let's do it. Get into it. 3, 2, 1. And on that note, let's start off with when and why does the homing missile start homing in? Well, the way the missile works is whenever you have the dot perfectly on top of someone and shoot it, it will try to do as much as it can to make it hit, and that's where the homing comes in. If your red line is on somebody and you fire and they move out of the way, the homing missile will turn and go into the direction and try. Now this is very useful for if someone is trying to get like in cover so that you can't hit them. Still try to aim and shoot them, and if you get that line off them, then even if they're behind it, it will turn around and go. Now if you yourself got targeted, then there's a few things you can do. The main thing is to just try to juke it out. Now the best way and easiest way to juke it out is by simply just sprinting. And if you're fast enough, it will not be able to turn fast enough and will fly off into the distance. However, if you need to stay in one certain area, the best way is to, as it's making its way, go to one side, and then once it gets closer, run to the other. This will not give it enough time, because it will begin to home in, have to change direction, and since it's already over here, it will have to rechange direction, sending it that way. Now, this is a bit tricky if they're closer to you, however, far away, you can normally see the like red thing on you and see the missile coming, and you can easily hit that 1, 2, and the missile's gone. Now, is there any way to protect someone else if a homing missile is coming at them? And that answer is yes, but it's in very specific occasions. What I mean by this is you can actually throw a block in the person's way, blocking the missile and making it explode on that instead of them. However, this is a very difficult trick to pull off. And however, if done so, can be very good and your teammates will be thanking you. Now of course, that's not the only way to juke out the missile. Like, you can also use teleport balls or launch yourself into the sky, but I find that the most practical ones, because most of the time you're going to have a missile ready to fire at the other team. And that also answers the question, should you get missiles or grenades to fire out of your cannon? And the answer is, of course, the missiles, because it has the homing effect. And grenades, although the new bundle has a grenade in it, missiles are just better. Homing missile is overpowered. Always use it. Next up is the shotgun, which I didn't talk much about in my other video. I just briefly ran over how 7 shots, well, I struggled to say 7 shots, but I just quickly went over, said a shot, 7 shots, pretty powerful, and that was it. However, let's go into more depth than that. First of all, best way to use it, obviously get as close as you can to try to hit all the bullets. And whatever you do, although it shoots multiple bullets, do not use this thing at far range. I said this before, but they disappear very quickly, and you won't even notice. You'll think, because most of the time they disappear right at the part where you're shooting at. Like, for example, I've been trying to shoot at this thing and it is not hitting. It seems like it's hitting, however, if you look at the window, it disappears the exact same time, even though it should be flying through the window. So that answers your question. This is about as far as it gets. You have to get pretty close to at least even hit a shot. Now, I've learned the best gadget to combo onto the shotgun is a second shotgun, which is pretty self-explanatory, because if you can get both shots straight onto them, does a ton of damage and will definitely threaten them because they realize how much cotton they lost all in one shot, which will stress them out and they'll start running. And even though the shotgun ain't very good for far range, it can still hit at all right range, you know? Now, I'd also like to point out this cool trick where you put down a bunch of butt joes on one spot and then you pull out your confetti gun and simply shoot it. Now this will shoot all those butt joes all on the same spot at someone. Now if you hit someone in casual mode, they will legit go to the height limit if you hit it correctly. Because there's so many butt joes and they all are hitting you at the same time, it's the increased amount of launch distance and it's just adding on and on. Now, Butchos also deal a lot of damage in PvP, so if you can place a few of these down, you are good to go. However, they do despawn after a little bit, so you're gonna have to watch out for that. However, if you can hit this is an instant kill if you can get the butt joes down. And this is also really good if you have someone with a tank, have them put the butt joe in the tank, have them cling onto the like cotton machine, and just have them shoot out a bunch of butt joes, and have on your hotbar the confetti guns, and just and their teammate's dead. It doesn't matter how low you want cotton, instant kill. And that also brings me to the new settings option, which normally seems pretty plain, but in the new settings option, you will see two main new options. The first one is more belly bubbles, which allows you to add 2 extra on your side, which if you like PvP, you are going to want this, as instead of having to click through, blah blah blah, click, 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 you can just bada bing, bada boom, boom, yeet the chair. Oh, I just broke my chair. And in another thing you'll see in the settings is the new quick craft ability. Now, once you disable it, you can choose if it's either in creative or in just in normal mode. I like to do it in normal mode because this ain't something that you just accidentally do. The way you do it is simple. Hold down B and then grab the block as normal. Now, I never really hold down B unless I'm like, I don't know, punching someone. However, with this new mechanic, you can just do and duplicate anything, which makes building very easy. And if you have one color that you don't own normally, you can pick it up. Actually, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Now, of course, this doesn't work with items you don't own, so you still have to own them, but it is a lot faster to pick up stuff. Next up, I will be talking about what is the new meta for PvP in Yeeps. Are we still going to be using bats? Has it changed to the rocket launcher? What is it? Now, this definitely depends for certain maps. Like, for example, the battlecraft is, of course, the rocket launcher, because there's basically no other weapon that can deal damage except for stuff like the pellet gun. However, that's only going to be doing 1 bullet or 2 if you do the strat, and that's not going to do nothing compared to the rocket launcher. Now, the sniper can be useful to get into little crevices. However, the rocket launcher is just so much better because even if you miss, 1, it'll home onto it, and 2, it has a little radius, allowing you to kill multiple players at a time and blowing up multiple things. Now, we used to kind of have like an off-brand rocket launcher where you load a grenade into a like bow thingy and then you just like shoot it. However, not only did this not have a crosshair, which made it super difficult, but it droops down after a little bit of shooting. As you can see, it goes whoop and it goes down. And on the battlecraft map, that ain't doing nothing. And it doesn't even have the homing ability, which is lame. Now, of course, you can load up the missile into these and shoot them, and they'll go straight. However, no crosshair, meaning, ooh, stinky. So I believe that the meta actually kind of depends on you, the player, and how your team is going about it. Now, if you're up close and personal, I believe either the shotgun or the bats are your best bet, because the shotgun's going to be doing a lot of damage. However, yeah, that's it. Shotguns, I'm pretty sure shotguns are better than bats. Bats, you have to, like, hit them, and they only do a little bit of damage. Shotguns, you can just bang, bang, and boom, they're dead. However, like I said, in stuff like red versus blue, there is a bit of variety, as some people are going to be up close and personal, others are going to be with the like rocket launcher and sniping. However, I do believe that the sniper is a little bit out of date, because it shoots 1 bullet, doesn't do a lot of damage, can't home in on people, and a little bit hard to hit. So, in conclusion, the main boys you'll be using are the rocket launcher and shotgun. However, this may change throughout the game. As the game progresses, they may add new stuff, new guns, maybe even new healing ways. I think that'd be pretty cool, to have like a ball you could throw and heal teammates. Pretty cool. This update is cool. Also, quick PS, welcome to all the new content creators that have been enabled in the new Discord and are now creating videos alongside everyone else like me. So, good luck to you guys, and if you're not one, have a cup of cocoa. Cheers. And along with all the gadgets and stuff, some of the maps have changed also. Like, for example, playground here has a few hoops, which you may notice means something. And down here is the new like landing thing for planes. However, in my brain, flying the planes are difficult, man. I can't do it. I can't do no. There's also Blue House, which has a new race car track, which is actually pretty cool. Has cool shortcuts, and I believe that's it. Oh, and Starter House, who has the new blimps. That's it. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe, or this hot cocoa I made perfectly for you with all the ingredients. I broke it. That's what you get. You don't get my cocoa. You don't get it.